Wellness Wednesday. Hi, and welcome back to Wellness Wednesday, where every week I answer frequently asked questions from my online blog subscribers, from the Mind, Body, Spirit Challenge members, and also online surveys that I conduct as it pertains to holistic health and a mind, body, spirit approach to daily living. So if you're watching this live and you want to take advantage of the Mind, Body, Spirit Challenge discount, I'm giving a 50% discount during this broadcast. So you can watch this live and access that discount on my site at sarah-rose.net. Again, that's sarah-rose.net. And from that webpage, you can also submit your questions that you may have so I can answer them in an upcoming wellness video. So if you're watching this as a replay, whether it's a month from now or a year from now, I don't know if the discount's still going to be going on, but you can still go to the site at sarah-rose.net and go ahead and submit your questions, and I will get to them in an upcoming wellness video. So to get to this question for this week, this one came in from an online survey that I was conducting, and the question reads, is anxiety a sign that my higher self is trying to tell me something? So I really liked this question because it gives me a chance to talk about holistic health in general. And holistic incorporates, they don't see mind, body, and spirit as separate. So those are integral parts of a greater whole. So whether you're thinking, is anxiety a sign your higher self's trying to tell you something, or whether your body's trying to tell you something, essentially they're all interconnected. And if they're all interconnected, then essentially they're all the same thing. So I would encourage you to view your body as sort of a whole being versus these separate parts. And view it from that angle. It'll give you a much broader perspective when it comes to health and wellness. And it was one of the big breakthroughs for me was when I really started to view myself as an integrated part, and that I wasn't all of these separate parts operating by themselves, and that I was really that your thoughts and your energy and your mind and your body and your spirit are all connected. So whether you're viewing yourself as your higher self or your body's giving you messages, essentially just know that those are the same thing. But your it does boil down to your body being a barometer, though, as a tool, a very effective tool actually, to help you know when you're out of balance. So anxiety can be caused by a lot of things. It can be caused anything from food allergies to hormone disruption to sleeping problems to foods that you're eating, supplements that you're taking, thoughts that you're having, worry and stress. All of these inputs are coming and boiling down to one thing, which is basically stress and stored energy in the body that starts as an imbalance at an energetic level and then turns into a physical manifestation that you'll feel in your body. So I think one good tool I wanted to give you one good exercise today where you can sort of tune into your body and use this as a tool to communicate with your intuitive self and start to get to possibly some of the root issues of why you may be experiencing this anxiety, because your intuitive self already knows. Okay, so 2 energy-based techniques that I've used a lot to release anxiety and stress. One is EFT tapping, which I'm not going to get into in this video. It's a whole separate video that I'll get to in the future. The other one is one that I started out with. It's called higher level thinking, and it's a technique is part of pranic healing protocol. It's also we use it in yoga therapy, and it consists of you scanning your body. And so I'll sort of walk you through the steps on how to do this. And you want to get into a comfortable position, possibly laying down where you're not going to be disturbed, similar to how you would be if you were going to go meditate, to where you can tune your attention inward and you can start to just breathe deeply, exhaling and maybe through the mouth a few times to really release any tension, and just getting settled and comfortable and as relaxed as possible. And then you're going to scan your body with your mind, and you're going to allow your awareness to fall in the places where you feel tension or tightness. Okay, so if you're experiencing anxiety, that's a symptom. It's basically fear-based energy. So it's going to feel tight, it's going to feel constricted, it's going to feel restricted, it's going to feel tension. So you're going to allow your awareness to fall into those areas of where you're feeling these sensations in the body, And then you're going to sort of query yourself and probe with questions, and you're going to ask, what is this a sign of? What is this what are you trying to tell me? And you're literally asking your body, what is the message here for me? And asking probing questions like that. What is this? How is this trying to serve me? What do I need to know? What are you trying to tell me here? And keep an open mind and stay in that restful place of awareness and pay attention to what comes to you. Your intuitive self is going to start to communicate with you, and it may come in the form of messages, impressions, mental images. It may come in the form of thoughts, feelings. It may come in the form of a memory, but it'll come to you very distinctly, very quickly, and very it's with crystal clear clarity, and it'll most likely be one of the first thoughts or feelings or emotions or memories or feelings, you know, that you have. And so you can trust those instincts and trust that intuition that this is your higher self, your body, your energy, however you want to think of it. This is your being communicating with you and letting you know that you're out of balance, and that these might be some of the things to investigate a little further that may need to be released in order to alleviate some of this tension or stress that we have stored in our body. So that exercise I found really helpful. And the other thing I wanted to say that it's really good to remember during this process, which I know is hard to keep in mind when you're dealing with anxiety because it can tend to be pretty heavy, right? So, but one thing to keep in mind is that anytime your body is out of balance or in disharmony, this is something that you can choose to view as an opportunity to bring yourself back into harmony and back into balance. And I know, like I said, that's hard to do when you're under a lot of stress, you have a lot of anxiety, but adopting that mindset and that broader perspective is very healing. If you can look at it from a place that this imbalance or this disharmony, that you're experiencing is an opportunity for you to learn or grow from in order to bring yourself back into balance, okay? So just know, I mean, balance doesn't exist with imbalance. In the absence of imbalance, there is no balance. Balance only exists because there is the potential for imbalance, right? So you can't have one without the other. So it's just the way the universe works. It's this polarity of opposites. You can't have one without the other. And so trust that by experiencing this imbalance or experiencing this level of disharmony or experiencing this level of dis-ease or whatever it is that you're experiencing that's not pleasant, view this as an opportunity for you to come back into balance, and that without that contrast, without that experience, and without that knowledge, you wouldn't be able to fine-tune yourself to truly know and feel what it really feels like to be in balance, okay? So everything serves us in the bigger scheme of things if we're willing to look for the lesson. And I just wanted to leave you with that mindset. I always like to offer a mindset to practice as well as an effective practical tool. So with that mindset, plus also doing the higher level thinking and probing for answers, I think you'll start to be able to communicate with your intuitive self on a level that will serve you and help you come into balance, mind, body, and spirit. So I hope this video helped you, and I hope you found it interesting. I really enjoy any comments that you have, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, whatever it is. I'm all over my social media, and I love feedback. I would love it if you could submit one of your questions, and you can do that over at sarah-rose.net. So if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them in a future upcoming Wellness Wednesday video. And if you're jiving with any of this information and you're interested in what we talked about today, I encourage you to consider joining the Mind, Body, Spirit Challenge. I do have a free version, and I do have a paid version, and the paid version does come with guided meditations and live coaching calls, as well as a private Facebook community. But the free version is really great too. It's 365 days of journeying inward, and it's a self-study program taken at your own pace, and it's really transformational. You get exactly out of it what you put into it, just like anything, and but it's not overwhelming, even though it's a full year. It's meant to be taken at your own pace, and it really dives into just these broader perspectives of how to deal with daily stresses of life and how to approach things from a mind, body, spirit, and energetic approach to life, and incorporating a lot of principles and proven techniques such as meditation and guided relaxations and guided visualizations and the power of intention and the law of attraction. And it's just a lot of good stuff rolled into an entire year of wellness that I know you'll get a lot out of. So again, thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, I'd love to hear your feedback below, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Namaste.